Have you ever stopped to imagine what the world would be like if we humans just never felt fear? I mean, think about it. No racing heartbeat, absolutely no panic, zero hesitation before stepping into danger. Today, in this explainer, we are diving into one of the most fascinating what-if scenarios out there. What if humans never felt fear? At first glance, it kind of sounds like a superpower, right? Just imagine a life completely free from anxiety, stress, or those weird phobias we all have. Picture waking up tomorrow and your fear is just erased. You'd step outside, maybe climb the tallest building in your city just for kicks. Or, I don't know, go pet a wild animal without a second thought. But hold on, let's look at the actual reality here. Because you might also just step straight into oncoming traffic simply because you didn't think to check for cars. You see, since childhood, fear has basically acted as this built-in internal alarm system, constantly warning us whenever something threatens our lives. We usually think of fear as this annoying thing holding us back. But really, it's constantly working behind the scenes to protect us from making deadly, irreversible mistakes. So how exactly has fear kept us alive? Let's take a look at the evolutionary timeline. Picture our earliest ancestors living out there among giant, terrifying predators. I mean, they survived specifically because they were terrified of sharp teeth, poisonous snakes, steep cliffs, and violent storms. That fear, it forced them to be cautious. It literally pushed them to build shelters, craft weapons, and eventually band together in groups to survive. Honestly, if early humans had never experienced fear, they probably would have just walked right up to danger. Humanity would have likely gone extinct long before civilization even had a chance to begin.
Okay, but what about a chaotic modern world? Let's talk about surviving the present.
Imagine if we somehow miraculously survived to the present day without fear. Modern life would be absolute chaos. I'm talking about people driving down the highway at impossible speeds just because they aren't afraid of crashing. You'd have mountain climbers totally ignoring their safety gear, skydivers jumping out of planes without parachutes, workers taking wild shortcuts on the job every single day. Eventually, our hospitals would be completely overrun with totally preventable injuries, all because people simply wouldn't recognize danger as something to avoid. And, it's not just about protecting our physical bodies. Fear actually shapes our higher-level decisions too. Think about it. Before you start a new business or give a massive speech or make any life-changing choice, you feel fear, right? But that fear forces you to think ahead. It makes you prepare and reduce your risks before you actually execute that choice. Without that hesitation, society would be incredibly reckless. We'd act on every random impulse without a single thought for the consequences, and disasters would just happen on an unimaginable scale. Which brings us to the true meaning of courage and redefining bravery. It's a huge paradox, actually. Fear is what creates one of our most admired human traits, courage. See, courage isn't the absence of fear, not at all. It's choosing to act despite being terrified. Firefighters, soldiers, rescue teams, ordinary heroes, they all feel fear when they face danger. They just make the conscious choice to overcome it. So if fear just vanished completely from the human experience, courage would totally lose its meaning. There would be literally nothing to overcome in the first place. You simply cannot be brave if you aren't afraid first. Now let's dig into the brain's alarm system, the biology of caution. To be fair, there is another side to this story. Without fear, a lot of our mental struggles would just disappear. No more fear of public speaking, no fear of failure, no stage fright. People would definitely be way more confident and creative. We'd probably even see insanely fast scientific discovery and space exploration, because no one would hesitate to take massive risks. But those benefits come with a pretty deadly price tag. Overcrowded hospitals, countless unnecessary tragedies, and the total loss of our basic survival instinct. It really proves that fear isn't some evolutionary flaw. It's actually one of our greatest achievements. So where does all this come from? Well, deep inside your brain is this tiny almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. This little guy is our biological alarm system, acting as a constant danger scanner 24/7. And we actually know exactly what happens when this system goes offline. There are these rare medical conditions where the amygdala fails to work properly, and the patients, they literally fail to recognize life-threatening situations. They'll accidentally put themselves in extreme immediate danger because their brain just isn't sending them that vital warning signal. These real-life cases are the ultimate proof that fear is absolutely essential for basic survival. So let's talk about befriending our fear, our essential instinct. What would the world really look like without fear? Well, it would definitely be a place packed with fearless explorers, bold inventors, and wild dreamers. But it would also be a world of countless tragic accidents. That crucial balance between bravery and caution would just vanish. Sure, humanity might advance faster in a few reckless ways, but we'd lose the very instinct that has protected every single generation since the dawn of time. At the end of the day, fear isn't our enemy. It's just that quiet voice whispering, hey, be careful. The goal here isn't to eliminate fear from our lives. It's to understand it, learn how to control it, and then use it wisely. It's the exact feeling that got our ancestors through wars, natural disasters, and wild animal encounters. We need to work with it, not against it.
Because honestly, without fear, humanity might never have made it this far. So, I'll leave you with this question. After learning all of this, if you could press a magic button and remove fear from your life forever, would you do it? Let us know your answer in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed diving into this mind-bending explainer, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and join us next time as we break down more fascinating topics that challenge how you see the world. Until next time,